With the Nintendo Wii ready to be born just in time for our holiday shopping pleasure, we're taking a look back at the best games to come out for the GameCube. And here's our pick for number 4. Why is this racetrack full of painfully saccharine Nintendistas plopped on the number 4 slot? Because it's only the most addictive racer on just about any console ever. Mario Kart began its life on the Super Nintendo system, and it was a long time before we saw any kind of follow-up. Apparently, it took so long because they're trying to figure out how to create a GameCube disc out of crack cocaine. Double Dash boils racing down to its purest form. It's fast-paced, colorful, and runs every other multiplayer game on the GameCube right off the road. If you've ever felt the thrill of hitting everyone else on the racetrack with Shrink Lightning, then you understand why this sits proudly at number 4. Cel-shaded graphics, diminutive effeminate elf, this must be the best Zelda game on Nintendo's Cube. Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. When we first laid eyes on the number 3 game on our list, we have to admit we were a little skeptical of the cartoon design of the toe-headed midget. But when we played it, it was pure Zelda. The beautiful design of the game captured the fantasy feel of the franchise. Wind Waker is a living example of the genius that Nintendo is capable of. The distinct nautical theme and perfectly executed gameplay instantly clawed Wind Waker to the top of the GameCube's pile of titles. Of course, it was a relatively small pile. This is the GameCube after all. Wind Waker takes place in Hyrule, but in the distant future after it's been drowned by rising ocean levels. Like that movie Waterworld where Kevin Costner drank his own pee. I'm glad Link never did that.
Are you sure this is bourbon? It sure doesn't taste like it.
Wind Waker was ambitious, expansive, and most importantly, fun. Space. Space is where we first encountered the aliens named Metroid, where we first saw Samus take her helmet off and said, "What the f***? She's a girl?" And space is where we met Metroid Prime, the number 2 best game on the GameCube. For many years we fought the Metroid Horde in 2D battle, and it was good. But Metroid Prime completely changed that. Suddenly, Samus wreaked havoc in a 3-dimensional world with exotic weapons, unique visor features, and enough female empowerment to send Sigourney Weaver into menopause. Metroid Prime instantly proved itself to be the best first-person shooter on the GameCube, and 4 years later, it still is. But calling it a first-person shooter is like saying Meryl Streep can kind of act. Metroid Prime is also a platformer, a puzzle game, and a marble simulator. I curl into a ball too, but when I do it, it usually involves self-loathing and weeping.
Zelda!
Metroid Prime truly expands the Metroid franchise into a new type of game. It's the best updating of a Nintendo franchise we've ever seen, which is why it's the GameCube's explosive number 2 game.
Link has gone through so much on his journey from love-struck elfin warrior to drunk sketch character drinking his own urine.
We can only hope Link's future on the Nintendo Wii brings an end to his suffering.
I wonder how you end suffering with the Wiimote.
Well, moving up and down the wrist across means you're not serious at all.
Right. But we are serious about bringing you our list of the finest games for the GameCube, and after the break, we've got our pick for number 1.
Worst game to feature a ride based on the 1991 Ron Howard film backdrop this playable minigame. Universal Studios Theme Park Adventures.
Yes, finally, a video game that allows you to experience the wonder and majesty of Universal Studios.
Welcome to Universal Studios!
In this product placement pioneer, you wander around a virtual theme park and pick up trash in order to earn points so you can cut in line to ride the attractions. Gee, what a great advertisement. Come to our vacation destination and do manual labor. When you aren't playing janitor, you can enter the game's tedious trivia contest and answer questions like, what was Axe Adcox's real name in Backdraft? I'm sorry, the correct answer was, who gives a crap?
You need to watch more movies.
Go to hell.
Get ready to go inside the superhero of all conventions. It's Comic-Con 06 Live.
Presented by Yaris.
July 21st at 8, only on G4.